For the last few years now, James Charles has been talking about this makeup line that he is creating. And last year, he was talking about it a lot and even planned to launch during the holiday season, but that didn't end up happening. Things went down with the lab, and he had explained on Instagram when asked about the launch date, saying, "My goal was holiday of this year, but unfortunately it's not going to happen because I'm a perfectionist and didn't get my formula approved in time. My lab was ready to kill me, but it's officially done now, so we're full steam ahead," which is amazing. Lots of lessons learned for future launches. I'm not happy about it, but I'd rather take my time and make sure everything is perfect, and honestly, the first launch makes more sense for spring anyway. So we were going from holiday launch to a spring launch, but who knows if that's even the case because this thing has been in the works for so long. Now, James has been heavily leaning on his followers for help during this entire process. He's asked for what formula people like, materials, packaging, name. We've known for a little while now that he is creating a blush, and he's previewed it several times online, talking about the different colors, whether or not people want powders, all that stuff. And he's finally kind of like narrowing it down and showing that to his audience, still asking for help though.
We have some new samples in the mail. I will show you guys what I received. This time the lab only sent 3 colors, but I did get the cream and powder formula. So this way we can perfect the formula first and then go back to producing all the colors so we don't waste products and time. Oh my God, that is... Oopsies! A Kylie blush, for example, just to test how pigmented the actual formula is versus one of my blushes. Okay, it's too pigmented.
People actually loved this in the comments and wanted him to keep the product just as pigmented as it was in this video. And James has been praising those helping him throughout this entire process.
It's been a couple of weeks, but I finally have the long-awaited blush update for my brand. You guys, the entire collection is right in here. So to recap, at the end of the last blush video, I basically said that I loved the formula, but I was really scared that it was a bit too pigmented for the everyday consumer. And boy, you guys were quick to let me know in the comments that you completely disagreed and that you love the formula just as much as I did. So first of all, thank you guys so much for sharing your opinions. And because of that, I told the manufacturer that it was good to go.
All these videos have been posted on James's second TikTok account, and since this launch is allegedly getting closer, maybe he's been teasing other products that he's also going to be coming out with other than a blush, and it looks like it's going to be a mascara and possibly brushes.
I need your help with my makeup brand. Help me answer this question down below. Today, we're gonna take a look at mascara. This is a brand new sample that I just got in from my lab. They actually sent me 3 different formulas, and 2 of them I already threw out because they were absolute. But my question for you is, when it comes to eyeshadow brushes, do you care? You can be real, you can be honest down below. This is a judgment-free zone, but do you care about the material of the hairs of your eyeshadow brushes? This formula is a lengthening formula and seems to be working pretty decently. Honestly, this formula might be already perfect.
There's a ton of people in the comment section of James's video that seem hyped to actually buy these products, which is probably shocking to some people given his history and all the drama he's been in. But I think James going to his followers for advice has kind of helped him boost hype among those people that do like him, and maybe they would have bought it anyway without all these TikTok videos being made, but having them feel included in the process might just be a little sales technique that he's doing to make people feel like they helped make this with him. And also, if they feel like he made this for them, like customized it, listened to them, they're gonna be like, oh my God, I need to see the final product. And I think it'll be really interesting to see what happens when his line does drop. I think that suddenly there's been a boost in the beauty community again, and not saying James is going to become like the next like Kylie lip kit billionaire status with his launch, but I do think that compared to last year or the year before, there's been way more conversations in the beauty influencer world. Brand trips are happening again. We just saw Tarte do a trip. We saw Glow Recipe just do a trip. There's a ton of brands that are doing these influencer trips again, especially in the beauty space. A lot of people are talking about beauty. We just had this beauty guru drama with Michaela. So I just feel like makeup is back in a conversation again. Whereas after the pandemic, it really wasn't talked about like it was before. I think drama also had a lot to do with that, but then people being at home and working from home and not wanting to do all these crazy glam looks, of course people were still doing them, but not as often as it once was. And I feel like with TikTok, people are now wanting to review products to hop on a trend, and I do see this future of people wanting to buy James's makeup just to review it for content, honestly. James has been asked in the past if he regrets not putting out the line sooner, and he said yes, and felt like had he launched back in 2018, he would be this Kylie Jenner billionaire. But over the years, he's been able to put more thought into the actual products that he's making and feels like this actually means way more to him now and is something that he's prouder to put out and sell to people than what he would have made and put out years ago. So maybe this is the time for him, but who knows? James has been in a lot of controversy over the years that's also kind of working against him in all of this, but he's certainly aware of that. He's talked about that, and I just really wonder how this whole thing is going to go for him. James also recently uploaded a video onto his YouTube channel where he wanted to talk a little bit more about the beauty community in general, his brand, and hate that he's been getting. He wanted to say that he is coming out with a line sometime in the future. So it's unclear if that spring launch is still going to happen or if it's even going to happen this year, if he's now saying future, and a couple months ago he was saying that it was a spring launch. Who knows? The timeline of this just keeps getting pushed back and back. But in this YouTube video, he says what product won't be his first to launch and how it has been helpful to get advice from fans on TikTok.
But I've also been posting a lot of sneak peeks at products for my brand that'll be launching in the future. And one thing that I have been documenting every single step of the way has been these blushes that I am working on. The blushes, full transparency, will not be the first launch. They are quite a while away, but it's just really fun for me to be able to kind of ask you guys for your opinions and feedback. And if I do it early enough, I can actually take those opinions into consideration when it comes to the formula.
He later talks about some hate that he's been getting in response to the fact that he's trying to no longer edit his photos on Instagram or on his stories whenever he's posting a makeup look. And the fact that people have been coming at him saying that he's gotten worse at makeup because of the fact that it's unfiltered now, and that that's really hurt his feelings.
I, however, have been posting a lot more makeup pictures on my socials recently just because I was kind of on a little bit of a break, and I have not been loving the responses that I've been getting in the DM. So last week we filmed our full face of viral makeup TikTok trends. I posted a selfie in that look on my story when we had finished. No, it was definitely not the best face of makeup that I have ever done. The freckles obviously looked crazy, which a lot of people pointed out and I agreed with, but the amount of people that were also replying to my story being like, ew, you look so cakey and gross, you used to be so good at makeup, what happened? I could not believe it. Was actually really shocking, made me pretty sad, because when I over edited my pictures, there was obviously a lot of people that were like, this is busted, we know you don't look like this, and they were right. But now that I'm trying to be natural and show that it's okay to, post your own skill on social media, the amount of hate is actually insane.
Now, one thing that's still on my mind, and I said this in my video where I talked about Jeffree coming out of the woodworks to review the L'Oreal mascara and insert himself into the Michaela drama, I really wonder if Jeffree will be buying James's products and reviewing it for a video. I think that it would be the ultimate review, that's for sure. I just don't know if Jeffree would want to go there. Obviously, Jeffree is very dramatic. He likes to be in the drama, but I feel like the James Tati situation is almost one that he might not want to address ever again, because that was just a lot. So I'm not sure if he would actually go there and buy James's products and review them, but I will say that if Jeffree came out with a review and actually liked James's products, could you just imagine? He says, this product from James Charles is Jeffree Star approved. I would be shocked. But I also feel like people would know that the product was good and it would actually be a boost for James in some way. Not a boost because Jeffree is so loved and liked, but a boost because he obviously doesn't like James. And if he says that the product is good, then it's gotta be good, right? I don't know, you guys. This whole thing is just going to be very interesting to watch unfold, that is for sure. I want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.